Seated comfortably in Sukhasana, a gentle, simple, cross-legged meditative posture with spine upright, shoulders tucked back, eyes gently closed, making sure you're comfortable. Not only with your mat or your room or your flooring or your bed or sofa, but also with the energies around you. In order to change something and get an intended outcome from something, it is important that we be in comfortable energies and change ours too for the better. And then bring hands in prayer behind you. Overlap the thumbs. And start with big abdominal breaths. Inhale, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Exhale, bring it back to normal. Continue now with abdominal inhalations, pushing the pelvic platform down. Inflate the abdomen like a balloon as you inhale and exhale in Bhastrika. Continue this. Needless to say, we are in a prayer, a namaste behind us. Revert this now. Do a Bhastrika inhalation. Inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Exhale in an abdominal exhalation. Continue. We are currently seated in a Sukhasana, a meditative posture. In a Namaskar asana behind us, thumbs are overlapping. And we are currently doing Bhastrika inhalations, abdominal exhalations. We now do one Bhastrika, one abdominal breath. One Bhastrika, one abdominal breath. In Bhastrika, we inhale and exhale fully. In abdominal breaths, we inhale, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Exhale, bring it back to normal. Notice the beautiful play between the lungs and the abdomen, the middle breath and the lower breath, the thoracic and the abdominal. Huge healing, amazing reversals of health problems happening at this time. from post-COVID recovery to strengthening the lungs, to working on every organ from the liver to the spleen to the pancreas. That's a gland though. To the large and small intestines, the stomach, the gallbladder, the kidneys. After the next abdominal breath, open up the Namaste behind because you may want to use your hands to come into the lotus pose Padmasana. As soon as you are in Padmasana, the lotus pose, come onto a twist, any side, without moving your hips. Do not move your hips. Come back to the center if you move those hips, which means you don't do that, right? You're going to stay in the center and you're going to twist. And as they say, the corkscrew effect. So you're going to twist back to look at your computer, iPhone, laptop, tablet. And you're going to do exactly what you just did sitting straight and upright. In the twist, one Bhastrika, one abdominal breath. So this abdominal breath is now converting into abdominal Bhastrika. I'm doing this once only to show you how it should be done in the twist. When the thoracic moves, the abdomen is not inflating. When the abdomen inflates, the thoracic is not inflating. All this in a twist. All this in a Padmasana. Only excuse yourself from a Padmasana if you have some excruciating knee pain, knee conditions, or have been through a knee surgery. And while doing this, don't take a break. If while doing this amazing work for your own selves, you untwisted a bit, go into a bigger twist again. Get your shoulders parallel to the wall on that side. Go there. Change sides now. Don't be in a hurry to start. First, make sure your shoulders are parallel to the wall on the side that you've twisted. Then make sure you've turned your head over the other shoulder. And then start. Alternate between the duality of the thoracic, that is the middle, and the abdominal, that is the lower Bhastrika. Reverse dizziness, reverse vertigo, reverse claustrophobia, reverse countless, innumerable other problems. By pushing yourself a little bit, keep going. Middle breath, lower breath, thoracic, abdominal, Bhastrika up, Bhastrika down. All this is the lotus pose in a twist. Discontinue the practice, come back to the center, continue staying in Padmasana, the lotus pose. For those of us who have any knee conditions, you can sit straight with locked knees, extending your legs. Now apply Molband, the perineum lock. Come into a Namaste behind you. Continue applying Molband. Marvel at how beautifully and how long you can apply Molband because of your regular practice. And do the same thing again. In lotus pose, applying Molband with a Namaskar asana behind you. One thoracic middle breath, one abdomen lower breath. Molband is applied. Notice how beautifully even the clavicular breath is happening every time you do the thoracic breath. Now apply Kechari Mudra. Tongue rolled in, tip of the tongue all the way into your throat. I'm currently seated in the lotus pose Padmasana. I'm in a Namaskar asana behind me. I'm in Kechari Mudra. And I'm doing thoracic, that is middle, and abdominal, that is lower breath of the vitalizing and energizing pranayam category called the bellows breath in the West, and otherwise Bhastrika is what it is called. We are in an asana called Padmasana. We are doing pranayams called Bhastrika and abdominal breaths. We are in a namaskar behind us. We are in a mudra called Kechari Mudra, the tongue harness, the tongue lock. And we are alternating between abdominal, that is, and thoracic, that is lower and middle breaths. All this in Kechari Mudra. To reverse innumerable, countless health problems. Padmasana has amazing benefits. Namaskar asana behind you, nice and high, amazing benefits. Kechari Mudra, amazing benefits. Lower and middle breath, that's thoracic and abdominal, countless benefits. Vitalizing pranayam, countless benefits. Abdominal breaths, countless benefits. Get into a twist, continue. In case the Molband opens up, reapply Molband. You need not do at the speed that I am doing. You can do it slower, sukshma, or faster, sthul. Slower, less aggressive, or faster, more aggressive. You can keep changing your pace. Other side. Other side. I'm going to show you the Namaskar asana behind me. In the Padmasana, in the Molband, in the Kechari Mudra, in the twist. as I do Bhastrika, abdominal and thoracic. I'm now doing it the other side. Discontinue the practice. We're now going to sit in Vajrasana. We're now going to sit in Vajrasana, keeping our hips on our heels. Again, I repeat, anyone who has a knee problem or post-operative knee surgery will sit with straight legs, all right? Straight legs, this way. All others will have to sit in Vajrasana or meditative posture, meditative. In this Vajrasana now, we press our palms down on our mat, fingertips towards the groin, applying a chin lock, looking up cockeyed, chin lock, cockeyed. Chin lock is a harness, a lock and a harness, looking up cockeyed, and start with Agnisar. Tongue out. Now, do only 4 or 5 swan pranayams and then start. Inhale fully, exhale completely, pull the abdomen in, abdomen out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. The reason why we now, because we are advanced students, need to do just a little bit of inhale, exhale, like a swan pranayam before an Agnisar is because then the Agnisar is fantastic. It's on point. Discontinue the practice. Again, in case the Nasagraha Mudra, looking up cockeyed, or the Bindu Mudra, Nasagraha Mudra, or if you look cockeyed at your nose, Bindu is up. Both excellent for your eyes. Excellent for macular degeneration, for high myopia. There are too many benefits. I'm just going to say 1 or 2. For tired eyes, for dryness in the eyes. That's 4 benefits, okay? In that, in spread knee Vajrasana, we're going to do Agnisar after a little bit of Shwan Pranayam. Okay, Shwan Pranayam is a warm-up. And now Agnisar. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Pull the abdomen in. Abdomen out, in, out, in, out, in. You stay in the same mudra. I'm showing you the movement. I once again repeat, many of you who come for one-to-ones, I generally check your Kapalbhati with a twist, your Bhastrika with a twist, your Agnisar. There are 3 or 4 pranayams I always check. And at least out of 10 of you, when I see you offline, are making mistakes. In spite of repeatedly saying, do not breathe during Agnisar, you all still breathe. Make sure when you're doing Agnisar, you're not breathing. It's after an exhalation. Inhale, exhale. I've held my exhalation. The body heat increases after Agnisar. So if you have cool extremities and hot body, which means your temperature is not at 98.2 to 98.4, there is an abnormality in you. So you have to correct that either with cooling pranayam Shitali or with heating pranayam Agnisar. Continue, don't stop while you are hearing me. Restart and continue. And I can see sometimes shoulders getting tensed up like this. You'll get cervical problems if you tense your shoulders this way. Relax. Drop the shoulders and do it. If you heard that exhalation, I'm now not breathing. I've held my Bahir Kumbhak. I've come into a chin lock, that is Udyan Bandh. I'm doing a Nasagraha or Bindu Mudra, looking at my Bhu Madhya, and I'm doing Agnisar. You can even add Kechri Mudra to it, which means you're doing two mudras together. Mudras are not only hand gestures, they are also eye gestures, tongue gestures, asan gestures. Discontinue the practice and collect the knees. So from a spread knee Vajrasan, come into a normal Vajrasan, sitting on your heels with your hips, with thumbs into fists, fists below the navel. So this is Adi Mudra. Addresses constipation. Exhale, completely go down. Inhale, come up. So you're going down in Mandukasana. And inhaling, coming up. All this in Mandukasana. Continue, don't stop. Continue, don't stop. What if you have a knee problem? What if you cannot sit in a spread knee or a locked knee? Vajrasana. You can just do the same with straight legs. When you're down, rotate your fists in your abdomen, massage yourselves. Hold your exhalation down in Bahir Kumbha. If you can't fold your knees, if you have knee conditions, you can also do the danda, or you can also hook your toes. You don't need to bend your knees here. And even for those of us who can do Vajrasan and spread knee Vajrasan well, even we can apply this mudra and look up and do the same. You can come out of the Mandukasana, forward and backward bends, and do this. Apply Mulband as much as possible, and you're applying Jalandhar Bandh also if your head goes up and down. Discontinue the practice and bend your knees with feet flat on the floor, on the mat. This one's really beautiful. It's always been my favorite. They call it, it was a lovely name given by one student, Kamar Bandh Asana. We get our elbow behind our knee and do a namaste in a twist. You could be having any knee problems. You can definitely do this one. This much fold is not too simple. Notice what this asana does to your entire abdomen. First, notice it. From your diaphragm all the way down till your appendix and your small intestines. Notice what this does. Now do one Bhastrika, upper breath, one abdominal. Yes, I know the abdomen is getting beautifully pressed by the thigh. As soon as you finish 5 sets, smile because you did something phenomenal. This posture is amazing. And if you keep thinking, kal karenge, your tomorrow will never come. Yes, if you keep thinking, 3 days in a row I have done this posture, and you could be waiting for maybe tomorrow. It's not going to happen, believe me. Don't go too down on the forearm. It's only the elbow tip to the knee tip, other side. Come into the namaste first. Exactly what's coming in the way, your tummy, okay, is what we are working on, the tummy, besides many other things. So we come into a namaste. And as I always say, a namaste is never in the armpits or the chest or on your nipple, right? It's at the sternum. So we got to twist that much. So we got to kick our knee without dropping the knees. That's going to help us, give us the momentum to twist. Golden nuggets here. Golden nuggets is what I'm giving you. Twist. 5 alternated lower and middle breaths. Discontinue the practice and smile. Honestly, smile. Now come back into Sukhasana and then spread the knees apart. Spread them apart. Hold your toes. Let the trunk go down. Let the head lift. I repeat, let the trunk surrender to the gravitational pull and let the head lift. Again, a duality. Down, down, down. Hook your toes. If you can't reach the toes, bend your knees. Then hook them and then lock them. Feel this amazing, awesome. You just felt an awesome twist. Now feel this awesome stretch in your inner thighs. For those of you who are flexible, you can also get your elbows down on the mat or your forearms down on the mat. And then alternate abdominal, thoracic. Are you seeing my abdomen move? There it goes. See, watch. Five sets. You want to do it with your elbows or forearms down on the floor? Friends, even I was not very flexible. It didn't take me half a turn or half a week or half a fortnight or half a month or even half a year to get into Padmasana. It took me half a decade to get into Padmasana. Yeah, that's 5 years. And once, because of these amazing teachers, masters I had, I just cradled it like a baby. It was all about the mind. I'm making it very simple for you. Be it spread legs, be it inner thighs, be it asanas, pranayams, mudras, bandhs. And I'll continue making it simple for you. But don't think your job is done just because you did some breath work for 30 minutes every morning. Online, offline, with me, without me. As I always say, you can't get a vitamin B12 from a D3 source, and you can't get a vitamin D3 from a B12 source. Don't keep your mind blocked to asanas. Don't think they are boring. If you think they are boring, look at my YouTube channel, Bollywood Yoga, YogDivine Bollywood Yoga. Every Bollywood song's medley is turned into asanas. Okay, so don't keep your mind blocked to doing asanas. See how I'm slowly introducing asanas in your life? Just a few of them. Asana, pranayam, mudra, pan. End your session now, sitting very comfortably in any meditative posture. Padmasana, Sukhasana. Siddhasana is Siddha Yoni Asana and Siddhasana is for the male and the female, where the toes go into the fold of the knee. Yeah, Siddha Yoni Asana is for women, Siddhasana for men. Or Vajrasana, spread knees Vajrasana. Or also a Virasana to finish off, where heels are apart and the hips are totally on the mat. Or the bend knee twist to finish off with 5 alternated lower and middle breaths. Vitalizing ones. Kapalbhatis. Bellows breath. I'm currently doing it in Virasana. My hips are down on the yoga mat. Just 5 of them. And then finish off. Finish off today's session, noticing how you feel at this time. As I always say, you're going to do asana, pranayam, mudra, bandh, or breath work, or whatever you call it, your workout, to a point where you can write a thesis on it. A thesis. Today I felt this because I did this, kind of a thesis. So you're going to start curating your workout. Of course, I'm always around for you. With this, we slowly open our eyes to end the session. Thank you all. Hari Om Tat Sat.